obviously I'm in the same industry as you, right? Both DJing, but I'm also on the radio side. And I know the pains you're talking about. I know how difficult it is to, you know, I've done something similar to you, you know, just to hand in a mix at 5FM. I even walked from further, the Ellis Park side, right? And the guy snapped me. I was sitting for 3 hours waiting for him, right? But somewhere, somehow, I still question myself today, what made me continue? You came back after 5 years with these 2 projects, right? What made you come back and say, let me just try? Because that gap here, 5 years, it's easy for you to try something else. You're in Pirara, you know, there's a lot that could happen there, man. You could get into hustles, you could get a 9 to 5, you could get into a call center. But after 5 years, we were like, you know what, let me try again.
I think what kept on pushing me, bro, was I had to decide. I've always had this in my mind. It's either you try or you go back. And I had to ask myself, what is it that you want, Solo? You know? And my heart would answer me and go like, I wanna be up there as well, you know? I wanna be somebody as well one day, you know? And that's what kept me going. It was like, just keep trying. Let's just keep trying. You can't go back. You know, as much as the music didn't work out, I was like, okay, let me just try the DJing so that I can pay rent and try and, you know, cover up sports. But yeah, that's what kept me going, honestly speaking. My family, my belief, you know, regarding my career and where I could end up, you know, one day. And yeah, that's what kept me going throughout.
Gigs started coming. Your name is now getting out there. I know people think we're done with the struggles, but I just want to touch on one other struggle.
Yes.
COVID hit.
Yeah.
It was so bad, you took another gamble. You sold your studio equipment.
How the heck how do you know these things?
Yeah, but we work here. It got so hard for you that you had to sell. And by the way, he's selling the stuff so he could literally eat. Literally. It was that bad. No money whatsoever. That tough decision, my man. How do you take such a decision?
It was tough, bro. That was tough. COVID, that was tough. I don't know if they were gonna, I pray to God that the president sees this. Like, COVID is tough on us as artists. It's really, really tough. You know, because when it hit, and it hits you when you're struggling. That's the sad part, you know what I mean? So when lockdown hit us, I remember I just had saved up a bit, but it wasn't too much. So it lasted me for March, April, because lockdown started in March, I think.
March 27th.
March, April, May, that's when I started losing everything now. Money started running out because there was no income. You know what I mean? And then before I had sold my equipment, I used to ask money from people. I couldn't ask from my mom. My mom is taking care of me and my little brother and my grand, you know what I mean? So it was a lot of us. So I used to ask people for cash, you know, like people that used to help me out, you know, Boshekta, Bopha, you know, back in Pretoria. They used to like, Bopha, where I was staying, the Hlongwane family, they took care of me like, they didn't have to. I couldn't pay rent, you know, but they were like, no, it's fine, stay here until this thing dies off, you know what I mean? They took me in like Wanabo, like straight up, you know, and it got to a point now I couldn't ask anymore. You know what I mean? I can't ask you for money every day. I can't ask anyone for money every day, you know what I mean? So it's like, I have no other choice. I have to sell my studio equipment. And I had to do it. I did it at that time. You know, and after it, like, it really hurt when I sold it, but I had to because I needed food. I needed to fix a few things. I needed to try and maneuver to go, you know, and hustle and everything. So COVID was like another setback in a way. But I think for God, it was like the last straw. Because that's when I switched to piano. You know, so I think that was probably one of the most difficult things ever as well. To sell your equipment, you know, because I'm very attached to this music thing, like very, very deeply attached.
Like most people who make music.
So when I sell something as small as a microphone.
Sound card.
It's not even about how much it costs.
Yeah.
It's the fact that I'm selling it.
Sure.
It's like I'm betraying music.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I couldn't hold on enough. And that was like, I remember I was like, God, I know you want me to be patient, but right now I just need to do this because I need to survive,
Yeah.
you know? So even I was speaking to the universe, I'm like, I'm sorry that I'm selling these things that mean a lot to me. I feel like I'm a failure, a quitter and everything, but I need to survive. So I had to like sell them and try to just continue with life, going further. Yeah.
Felo Le Tee is his name. We're just getting to know him and all the struggles that he's been through before we talk about being Mr. Mpempe, all the big songs. He's made songs for some of your favorites as well, by the way. 2019 February, by that time, I mean, these days, it's Zanzibar, it's Ghana, it's all over the place, right? But Feb 2019, you've never been on a plane for a gig.
Yeah.
Yeah? Bona no, Fana. How do you feel when you look back? You're like, hey man, easy man, eh?
Ish, I don't want to sound cliche, but I really don't. I don't view now and back then. I just go.
Sure.
You know, cause I don't know, like, maybe I don't want to think too much about the past.
Okay.
Or maybe I don't want to reflect too much about what happened back then. So I just move right now. Like, I'm looking at everything now, you know, and I go like, yo, it's crazy that this and this is happening now. You know, it's a blessing. I'm very thankful. When I look at everything that I went through back then, also I do look and I go like, oh, okay, maybe this was teaching me this. Oh, this was teaching me this.
Sure.
You know, because I had learned so much that I didn't understand. Back then I didn't understand why am I learning so much. Like from paperwork to the hustle to struggling to, you know what I mean? I couldn't understand. You only like understand once you approaching success. That, oh, this is what I was learning, you know, patience.
Sure.
God was teaching me patience. Now I'm more patient compared to back then, you know. Now I know more, maybe let's say about contracts.
For sure.
More because of back then. You know, if I didn't know them back then, I wouldn't know them now, you know. So it's just a blessing to like be traveling and everything. It's also a blessing because I feel like God sends people, you know what I mean, to come and change your life. I mean, God sent Devin Gogo. The reason I'm in piano is because of Gogo.
I was about to get into that relationship because I know how much you fought for Togoza Cafe.
Fully. As I said, I used to do a different sound.
Sure.
I used to be stubborn about my sound, you know. Guys know, but Lebza the villain would tell you that, yo, Felo used to be stubborn, you know, about the sound. I used to do like tech throughout.
Sure.
And then Gogo was like, no, man. It was even during COVID. So it might have came in a blessing in disguise. You never know. You never know. You know, so Gogo was like, no, man, I'm trying to like... So she was trying to put out music. And they were giving her a hard time. You know, producers, they don't want to give her beats. They don't want to give her songs. She used to like cry about it and complain about it. And I remember telling her road manager at that time, Dan, she was like, yo, why are people not giving Gogo, you know, songs? I don't understand why people hold on to beats. Like, it's beats, bro. It's music. Like, put it out there. Give it to the people. You know what I mean? And I was like, to go, I'm like, dude, you know what? Let me produce your project once. You know what I mean? It's like, can you do piano? I'm like, I'll learn. Give me just like a month, maybe. You know, let me listen to all the music that are around piano so I can understand the foundation,
the layouts and all
you
that,
know what I mean. So I used to go to YouTube and watch. There used to be like tutorials and everything on what you should download, how you should make it, and I used to listen to like the keys a lot. You know, how Kabza used to play like his chords, you know, and everything. Like I used to study piano before I could like deeply start. You know what I mean? Because I feel like it was the right way. You know what I mean? And I used to play it at gigs. So I used to produce Afro Tech. But when I go to gigs, I used to play piano. I didn't play Afrotech because I was a resident DJ at these clubs in Pretoria. So they didn't want Afrotech. It was like deep house. And piano was coming in. So they always wanted. And I used to play like prime slots because
peak time and all that.
Peak time. Because the managers always wanted me at that time. They were like, yo, you're too good, so we want you at this hour. So I knew that, like, I understood that I can't be stubborn and go like, nah, I can't, you know what I mean? I need to play.
As well,
yeah,
you know
so I was like, let me just play what's here, but I'll just make, you know? Yeah. So I had to like fully study it first, but I loved it from the word go. Immediately when piano was there, I loved it, you know? So I started producing for Gogo. Yeah. Gogo was like, yo, man, Dino wants us to do a joint. Let's go to Dino. I was like, yeah, that's cool. And then we did the whole project. Togoza Cafe, me and Vine Music. We produced it together. I directed it. I produced certain songs there, you know what I mean? Yeah. Alongside Vine. And then I remember the song that popped, French Kiss. Yeah. They were like, okay, now the project is done. We need to put it out. And when they said it's done, I was like, please don't put my name there. Yeah. Just put it as Dino Cafe, and just put it as Devin Gogo and Dino Cafe. Yeah. French Kiss featuring High Levels and Optimist. Don't put Felo Le Tee there, because I had the DJ mentality that I don't want people to go like, oh, you switched up from Afro-Tech to, you know what I mean? Yeah. I was scared, what are the legends going to think about me, and what are these DJs? But at the same time, Gogo was like, bro, you trying to push you? Are you trying to push other people, or are you trying to push you? Yeah. You know, at the end of the day, you're the one who's struggling. Sure, you're the one who's crying. Yeah. No one is crying with you. And you're giving people music, they're not recognizing you. Like, so let's just go. If it works out, it works out. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Yeah. I was like, no, please don't put mine. It's like, no, I'm putting your name. You're gonna be out there, fully. And I was like, okay, I took it lightly, you know. And when French Kiss became like a big song, that's when I was like, I need to actually like take this serious. Yeah. I need to switch fully, you know. And I convinced my mind fully, and I was like, I'm going through this. Yeah. And yeah, and Gogo just made sure that I play at the right places. Sure. You know what I mean? That had the right piano people. Yeah. You know, and yeah, she really like opened the piano gate for me. Yeah. She was like, it's open, let's go, like walk in. Yeah. And from there I started meeting the right people, you know what I mean? Yeah. And yeah, that's how I switched up.
Can you imagine from being stubborn with his Afro-Tech to being the second most streamed artist in Mzansi after Kabza the Small? Do you pinch yourself sometimes?
I wish. My wish is I want to be the second most streamed. Yeah. I'm not yet the second most streamed, but I wish to be. Sure. Like, but being in the charts with the same, you know, with Kabza and with having 66, not like staying on the charts on number 4 or number 3, or you know what I mean? Yeah. Alongside Mapuris and Kabza, it's a blessing. Yeah. Yeah.
Now before 66, obviously there was Bopha. Bopha also did big things. How did that song come about?
Yo, Bopha, the story around Bopha. So, lockdown hit again. Yeah. I think it was a few months ago. Yeah.
Just now,
yeah. So Bopha, lockdown hit. So when lockdown hit, we're like, no ways, we can't struggle again. But this time I was, you know, I had already met Bori and everyone. So, you know. So, my partner, Maestro, Nyak. So Maestro came up with this idea alongside our friend Nyakalo, sure, and Dali as well, you know what I mean? And we're like, no man, let's try and do our own like events that we can just, you know, try to make extra cash there and there, you know what I mean? And then we did them. And then cops came. It got so packed. Cops came. When they came, we were running. Everyone was running out. You know what I mean? Sure. We're driving out. So while we were driving out, everyone got arrested. Well, I didn't get arrested.
Yeah. Yeah, for now he didn't get arrested. Let's go with that story. Yeah.
You know, everyone got arrested, and I remember Stana also got arrested. Yeah. And then Bori, so Sleazy went to Bori's place. Sure. And I was like, he told Bori, like, Bori, I actually wanted to work with Felo so much for so long, you know what I mean? Yeah. Then Bori was like, oh, is it? Okay, let me call my boy, he's my boy, you know what I mean? Bori called me, he's like, yo, Felo, come to my studio, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, Bori, I'll come through. Then I went there, Sleazy was there. Also, I wanted to work with Sleazy, you know, Melo and Sleazy for a while, you know, because they're my boys, I love them so much.
Sure.
So I went there, Sleazy was there, we started working, then Stana came. Bori called Stana as well. Then when Bori called Stana, Stana came. Stana's kids say like, yo, Buffett, fella, hey, you know, Sabo shade. They're like, oh, you too? Like, yeah. I'm like, no, it's cool, you know? Yeah. Let's keep on moving. Then we started making a lot of songs. Yeah. And then I remember we were chilling with a few friends, you know, in studio. Then they're talking about them being arrested. They're like, you also got arrested? Like, oh, you also got arrested? And then Stana's like, oh, even you. Then Stana made a song about Bopha. That's when how Bopha came out. And then he made the song like Bopha, you know what I mean? Yeah. And then, that's how it became.
So Bopha is literally about getting arrested. So it's the right song to play when the cops get there.
Yeah. You know, when the cops pull up, I'm like, I'm that guy, the Bopha guy. Oh, it's like you. And then let's Bopha you now. I'm like, come on, you know what I mean? So, that's what I always tell cops around,
Yeah. Now, because of time, I want to touch on two things, right? Yeah. Working relationship with Stana as well as Paradise. Yo, that EP of it.
Yeah.
Wana Man put you on the map as well.
Thanks to Pori, Yeah. I feel like Pori and Kabza really like made a big difference in changing my life. Not only my life, only everyone's life under the Piano Hub stable and the New Money Gang stable, you know. Because when I got to the house, Pori was like, this kid is dope, you know. He just heard me play with Mass. I was playing a one-on-one. There's a CDJ in studio. He just heard me play one-on-one with Mass.
Yeah, is this Mass Music?
Mass Music, yes. Yeah. And before I had played one-on-one with Mass, I was playing for Vino Miller.
Okay.
You know, Vino is under the stable as well. And Vino used to make sure that I play everywhere Pori is. Yeah. He made sure that Pori hears, you know what I mean? So Pori would hear me at gigs when I was playing. Before Vino would jump on stage, like I would play like a few exclusive songs, so he heard like, yo, this kid is dope. And I used to play for Wintle Smith at some point.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Then he heard me there as well. He's like, oh, this boy is playing for Wintle and Vino at the same time, you know. So who's this kid? Yeah. You know what I mean? Then I played at the house, one-on-one with Mass. We were just practicing and he heard, he was rushing to a gig. That's when he heard. And then when I came back after a gig in Pretoria with Vino, he took me to the house. Vino was like, yo, sit on this chair and make music now. Yeah. And no one was at the house, you know, and he made food that time. And then Porik walked in while I was busy. He walked, that's the first time he heard me make music. Yeah. And he went crazy. He was like, yo, you dope, man. You know what I mean? Keep working, keep pushing. And he made sure that Paradise became complete. The features, he played a big role, you know what I mean, in getting Bo, Reese, Madlisa.
Daliwonga is there.
Daliwonga is
big
there.
Names there. Yeah.
So he made sure, you know, that the project sounds solid, that I get the right people on the project. Yeah. And he pushed, he made sure that Wana Money is pushed properly. He made sure that the music video is pushed properly, you know. And Gabs also put in a hand there and there, you know, with helping out. And it has just been great. The relationship I have regarding Paradise is fully on, you know, New Money Gang and Pori, and I'm grateful to him, you know. And the relationship I have with Stana, it's dope. I love Stana so much.
I mean, you've done 2 songs on his album as well.
Yeah.
And
Ingud.
Yeah, Ingud and there's another song, Bulabu.
Yes. And we still have a lot of songs, you know what I mean? Some are gonna go to the Boys' project, Melo and Sleazy, you know. Sure. I still want to work more with him, you know, regarding my project that's gonna probably come out next year or whenever. Sure. You know, but Stana, like for me, you know, I love his energy, I love how he pushes, I love how he executes the music, you know what I mean? Yeah. It's so beautiful to watch. His come up is so beautiful to watch. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm very close to everyone. Yeah.
I like that we're now touching on all the nice things, you know, that put a smile on your face after all the struggles, the good parts of it, right? Yeah. You spoke about playing some exclusives when Pori was there. You have this folder on your USBs called Android. What's an Android, my man?
Okay, so I used to do it, I've been doing a lot of exclusives since I think June or around that time.
Yeah.
So I've been naming them differently.
Sure.
So there's a folder, each folder has exclusive. So there's a folder called Soweto.
Yeah.
Inside Soweto, there's Soweto 17, 16, Soweto 18. There's East Strand.
Yeah.
East Strand has like Boma 4. Then there's Alex.
Yeah.
It has Alex 1, 2, 3, 4. You know what I mean?
Sure.
And I was like, ish, I'm running out of
I know you're crazy
cities.
about Alex too, man.
Yeah. And then and then I created a folder for Pretoria, Pirara.
Yeah.
Then I did a few Pretoria songs, and then I was like, I'm running out of cities. So I was like, I need fighters.
Sure.
So I was like Dragon Ball Z, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Dragon Ball Z, there's characters called androids.
Yeah.
These characters are a problem on that show. If people that know Dragon Ball Z, they know that Android was a problem.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm going to name it Android. And inside that, I'm going to have characters. There's going to be a 66.
Yeah.
There's going to be Android 19. There's going to be Android 100. There's going to be Android 10. There's going to be Android 90.
Sure.
You know, there's still more, you know what I mean, inside that folder. So the whole concept behind Android, the folder Android and 66 comes from Dragon Ball Z.
All right.
From me, because I was looking at those characters, I'm like, yo, these are fighters, you know what I mean? Yeah. So these are going to be my fighters, yeah.
You brought back the whistle. Remember there was that girl, Wako, what's that Shisanyama Natrisville kind? Remember that girl? She was the whistle girl.
Fully.
Hype died down with lockdown.
Yes.
Wabula Android. There's that 66. The whistle.
Yeah.
Ikenagaida.
So, after 66 was made, Maestro used to dance to that song so much, and I couldn't understand. I'm like, you know what I mean? And he used to tell me that, you know what I mean? I was like, for real? I'm like, then let's run with it, you know? And Maestro believed in it from the word go.
Yeah.
So it had, he influenced me to even believe in it even way more, you know what I mean? So the whole whistle comes from, so I was like, randomly, I remember they were packing, there's a storeroom at the house. So they were packing, and then I saw a whistle, I saw those shades that keep on lighting. Then I saw this other pack. I was like, oh, let me try this whistle. And then I saw the song started getting a bit of like attention there and there, but it was very small. That it was like a group, you know. And I was like, let me just try this on social media actually. So the first video I did was just a normal video of me blowing a whistle, and I posted it on TikTok. Sure. And then it started getting attention. Then I was like, I'm gonna try it again. When that part that goes quick, let me try it at a gig. You know what I mean? The first gig, I remember the first time I did that was in Soshanguve. At a gig in Sosha. And I told my content director, Sizwe, to take a video while I was playing. And then I put on the whistle. I was quick. And then I posted it on TikTok. It moved. It went to like Boma 400K views to 500 in a short space.
In a short space of time.
Yeah. And then I played again in another place in Pretoria. And this time I started dancing, and I still had it, and it also moved. But the main idea behind the whistle comes from that song as well, because it has a whistle.
For sure.
So I was just trying to like have fun with it, you know. I was like, if it works, it works. If it doesn't, you know, I had never planned it though. But it was just something that was just genuine.
Because I know now you go with whistles to give them out.
Yeah, I'm like, let's
you like giving out things. From the CD now.
Once from the CD, the the keeper, now the whistle. No, I like giving out. It's a problem.
But now, one thing I don't get about you guys, we had to beg for Bopha. This song was big.
Yeah.
There was a time where people were even saying, you know what, Retosha petition, if I were in Tornarta in Tetsai on ourselves.
Yeah.
Why do you guys take so long to release this song?
Timing. I mean, like, when you drop, you need to, like, consider a lot of things.
Yeah.
Also, another thing that I think I really appreciate about Kabza and Bori, they like to give chances.
Sure.
So, Bopha was running, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
and others also needed to drop. So it was like, let's let others drop a bit. You know, you still have Bopha, let it run a bit with you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But now, unfortunately, the song just became too big.
Yeah.
That we were like pressured to actually, you know, to put it out.
Oh, okay.
But now this whole thing of a piano artist and holding songs back, I don't know. I wouldn't say I have the right answer to it.
For sure. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can only tell you with my experiences that we're in a position where we just consider everyone. It's not just about us putting out music. You know, that's how they work, and that's one thing I appreciate about them. They give, you know, chances like, no, Poison, it's fine, we'll rock.
Yeah.
We're still gonna rock, but let Tsepiso rock.
Let's wait for him to shine for you.
Yeah, ere Tsepiso rock, ere Thabanga rock, and then utla rock alwen. Sawar utla rock, you know what I mean? So it's that type of situation, and that's what I appreciate about it. Yeah, so yeah.
Final story, mate. Just to end it on a happy note. You finally got on a plane after complaining. You went everywhere. Mara, is it Zanzibar or
Tanzania?
Something? Tanzania, actually.
Yeah.
You didn't want to leave, man. They had to kick you out at 7 a.m. What's wrong with this guy?
I genuinely didn't want to leave.
Yeah.
It was nice. Like, Tanzania is like the second home.
Sure.
Yeah, it's beautiful there. They welcomed me. You know, it was beautiful. It was amazing.
Yeah.
When I got there, people were happy to see me. You know, people pulled up in numbers, a lot of numbers. You know, and even after, the hospitality was amazing.
Yeah.
You know, so I didn't want to leave, but we had to.
For sure,
you know,
for sure.
there's work to be done. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We'll only rest and take vacations properly, probably Akiti, whenever, when the time is right. But you know, I couldn't stay even longer. But yeah, it was difficult to leave because it was very nice. Yeah.
Man, thank you very much for joining us on the Ultimate Car 959 Top 30. Thank you for also sharing your struggles. Ne?
Thank you.
I'll give you the final words on Fana.
Yeah.
Just inspire somebody. Felo Le Tee, you've been through a lot. It's finally reaping what you've been sowing all these years. There's a smile on your face eventually, Antol. 66 is going to kill this December, Antol.
Thank you.
Just wrap it up. Inspire somebody, man.
Yeah, man. I'd like to say, I know, like I understand when people are pushing, you know. I know, like, people want someone to go like, yo, let's go. Let's, you know, sometimes that happens, sometimes it doesn't. All you just need to do is just keep going, you know, just literally keep going. Yeah. Even when you're inside, just keep going, like, don't reduce, like, keep going. Yeah. Because that's the only way. That's sadly I had to learn it that way, you know what I mean? Yeah. I know me learning the hardest way is not for someone to learn the hardest way, you know what I mean? Yeah. But I can't tell who's not supposed to learn, you know what I mean? I can't pick that, okay, you know what I mean? If I'm picking, what if I'm supposed to pick him and I'm picking the wrong person? So the only way for us to reach at the top, just keep pushing, like, keep going harder and believe and pray. That's the biggest thing ever. Yeah. Pray. Like, anytime, if you feel like praying, like, while talking to someone inside, pray. Yeah. If you want to lecture God and go like, why are you not giving me? Do it. It's okay. You know what I mean? But just keep going and keep praying a lot and keep asking. If they close, go on the other side. Yeah. Like, there's no way is a door won't open. Yeah. There's just no. The only thing that's blocking you from success is either your mistakes, your actions, and death. Literally. Yeah. Those things. No human being will ever block you. Yeah. Ever. For you to be here, you understand? Sure. You get me? That's God, bro. Sure. It's not. Definitely. Yeah. It's not. You coming here, no one was like, I'm fetching you from your bed and bringing you here. You understand? It's God. So the only thing that's literally blocking anyone from reaching to where, you know what I mean, is how you push I guess, or how you present yourself, not even to people, to your own career, you know, how you present yourself, how you push, and death, literally. If you're doing all these things right and death hits you, that means that's the one thing that stopped you. But if death is not, and God goes like, no, I'm not allowing death, you're going to go through fully. So when they close here, go that side. When you knock here and they don't answer, it's fine. Go that way. You're going to eventually end up at the same position with the same person you're knocking to at that time. And everything's going to be okay. I promise. People must understand. It is going to be okay.
DJ Vitronic, Mr. Mpempe, Felo Le Tee is what you know is on
Kuluva.
That's outside.
Thank you.